Hello, goal-inspired, ambitious career professionals. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Yvonne Robinson Jackson, helping you to unlock new career opportunities, get promotions, and advance in your career. And I'm here today to talk about your profile creation for beginners. And not just talking about your profile creation for beginners, but I'm going to show you the difference between career professionals and the business owner. And what am I talking about today? All right. Remember that LinkedIn is your virtual handshake. LinkedIn is your virtual handshake. It's your digital footprint. It is your professional landing page. But it is getting harder and harder to stand out on LinkedIn, my friends. It is getting harder and harder. Look at this. It's getting harder and harder. Like a butterfly, you are surrounded by so much. It is getting harder and harder, right? So I'm here today to help you. Okay. Now, what is the secret that I'm talking about? What is the secret? What am I talking about? Okay. Well, the secret is that since late 2023, LinkedIn has more than 1 billion profiles. It's getting harder to find you. You're getting harder to find opportunities. But most important is that you need your profile to be optimized. And the thing is, okay, LinkedIn profile optimization for business persons, for business owners, is not the same as the profile optimization for the job seeker or the career professional. That is what people are not telling you. Is it a secret? Is it because they want to sell you something? I don't know. But that is the secret. And I'm going to land it to you today. I'm going to give it to you all. So there are lots and lots of videos on YouTube, but nobody is telling you the difference. And I think it is because some people focus on the business owner and some people focus on the career professionals. And then you go back and forth and watch these, and what you didn't see in one, you say, that looks good, so let me go and do it. That is not the way to go. The reason is why the difference is there. The reason why there's a difference is that you build your profile based on your audience. Based on the audience you would like to attract. So you build your profile based on the audience you would like to attract. So for the business owner, your audience is buyers. You are marketing, you're selling. For the career professional, your audience is a hiring manager and the recruiter. And when people are looking for you on LinkedIn, they're searching. And that is the reason why they just don't find you like that. If they're searching for certain skills and keywords, then that is how they're going to find you. So if you create your profile like a business owner and you look like a business owner, and I've seen it before, nobody is going to find you. And when I'm looking at some career professionals' profile and I see the I help statement first, and they appear to be a business owner and they're telling you all their passions and they're not telling you what the job they're looking for, anything like that, I just scroll past. Because there are 1 billion profiles on LinkedIn. However, the good news is, what is the good news? The good news that I'm here to give you, my friends, is that it is actually easier to create your profile as a job seeker than for a business owner. Takes a little longer, but it's easier. It's easier to do. But LinkedIn was developed on a platform, on a framework to help job seekers for HR. So that basic framework from the beginning is there, right? And that is the reason why it's so easy, because your LinkedIn profile actually looks like your resume. And let me just get into, I'm going to give you a quick walkthrough and I'm going to tell you everything that you need to know about the different areas and the differences. But what I want to let you know is that if you're a career a job seeker or a career professional, what you're going to use to create your LinkedIn profile is actually your prospecting resume. Now, a lot of people are not telling you this. And why are they not telling you that what you're using is your prospecting resume? Because many people do not have the concept of what a prospecting resume is. And you might be saying, Yvonne, I heard of resumes, I've heard of tailored resumes, I've heard of custom resumes, and I've heard of the master resume. Yvonne, are you giving me another resume? No, I am saying that your master resume is everything. Everything you have ever done through your life, you should just throw that in there like a resume dump, right? Like a resume, a catch-all. But when you are looking for a job and when you're in a job and you want to be noticed, you are prospecting. You do not have a job description yet. And today is not about resumes. I'm going to do another one and explain the differences. But you are not looking for, you are prospecting. You do not have a job description. So the resume you write is called a prospecting resume, and it is customized to the role. If you're a project manager, if you're a business analyst, if you're a software developer, that resume should look like a software developer resume, a project manager resume, or a business analyst resume, optimized in all areas. But it is not the resume you're going to send for a specific job. So just get that in your brain, that you need that prospecting resume. This could be the one that you ask your resume writer to do. And I have a video, okay? I have a video that shows you how to write your resume with AI, and you should check that video. I'm going to link it in the top right there, right? So you're going to check the video. I'm going to link it, okay? It's linked right there. So you should check that video because that helps you. All right, the next thing that I want to tell you that prospecting resume is what you're going to use to update your LinkedIn profile, and I'm going to show you the various areas as I go through the demonstration, okay? So I'm going to give you a walkthrough, and the walkthrough is going to be, we're going to talk about your professional photo, the banner, the custom URL, the headline, the about section, the experience section, and the skills endorsement sections, and the reason why it is very important. And some of the things that I'm telling you today, you have to wait until the end because I'm giving you everything today. Some of the things that I tell you, nobody else tells you. So this is actually a masterclass, a tutorial, and you should spend some time and watch the whole thing, right? And family about the Career Success channel, so that they can come here and learn not only about these topics, but everything that you're going to need to grow your career. Right? So I'm going to share some screens with you. I'm going to share LinkedIn with you. And I'm also going to share other tools with you. So what you need to do is get a professional photo. And when we talk about a professional photo, we are not talking about getting somebody to do a picture for you that is going to cost you $200, $300. No. You can get a professional photo by just using your camera, right? These cameras are very good, guys. Just use your camera and take a picture, all right? So you're going to take a picture. You might be standing by a wall, a blank wall or something like that. Or even if there is anything in the background, we have apps that can remove the background for you, right? There are apps that can remove the background for you. So you're going to take a picture. Okay, and what you're going to do, if there's a background to it, you can even upload it into an application called Canva, and it will remove the background. But the picture that I'm showing you right now is a picture that I took when I went to dinner with my daughter. The bathroom light was so great in the restaurant. I say, can you take me a picture? And I just stood right there, and voila, it didn't cost me a cent. Okay. And then you upload it into LinkedIn. And when it's uploaded into LinkedIn, it's going to look like this. And I'm going to show you in a minute. Okay. So the other thing, before I get into LinkedIn, what I want to talk to you about is another application. Is called Canva, right? You can search for Canva on Google and it takes you straight there. You set up a free account. You don't need to pay for Canva if you are not a content creator. So what I did, for example, I create this background for my Twitter. Okay, so that's different background, and Canva has the different size backgrounds. So if I were to start over and search for a LinkedIn background, it will provide me with the LinkedIn with the LinkedIn templates. And I'm going to show you something. They have different types of templates. If I was to search and put business templates, it would give me all kinds of templates, right? I was searching before, so it has business and stuff like that. But I am more even if I were to put maybe say career, I don't want to take a lot of time in this, right? It would give me some career type templates. And look at that. This is a template, right? That's one. Okay, so these are kind of career type templates, and you can fix it up. You can change, the wording and everything. And if I were to change things in here, I could change the colors. You can actually change the color, and look at that. Okay, so I just wanted to show you that. All right, so let's get back in and get back into our presentation. So that is Canva, guys, and it is free. You can create a nice background. Okay, what I want to show you now, I want to move on to showing you LinkedIn, right? So on LinkedIn, what you're going to see is my profile. So how do you create your LinkedIn profile or optimize your LinkedIn profile? I'm going to show you how to do that, right? So the first thing I'm going to talk to you about is a custom URL, right? So when you go into LinkedIn, you can change your URL. So what you do to change that, if you go on the me icon, which I'm on the me icon right now, it shows your profile. So when you go into LinkedIn, there's a home page. That's the first thing you see. But if you go to the me icon, you are the only person. This is what the public sees, right? Your home page is only you can see your home page. If you go to the me icon, then you're going to see what other people see. So let us go on the me icon, because that is what you're going to customize. You can actually customize your URL. You see this. So what you're going to click on that. Okay. And when you click on it, it shows you how you can change it, because what LinkedIn does, it puts some numbers and characters there. And you don't want to put that on your resume. So you can put your name here. If for example, if Yvonne Robinson, if I tried Yvonne Robinson, Yvonne _Robinson, Yvonne Robinson, or something like that, because there are many Yvonne Robinsons, but I wanted to SEO optimize my URL. So I put career coach Yvonne Robinson so that I can be searchable on Google. Okay, so that is very important for you to know, that you can actually change the way you show up there, okay, with your URL. And the next thing that I want to talk to you about is your headline. Now, the headline on LinkedIn, let me get back into that and show you that your LinkedIn headline is this here, your headline, okay? Sorry, that's my name, but the headline is this: LinkedIn top voice leadership career coach and keynote speaker. The first line of your headline, make it count, because anywhere you go on LinkedIn, you're going to find your headline follows you. If you make a comment, people are going to see that. People are going to see that part, right? I'm not going to get into that right now and show that to you on LinkedIn, because, it will be going back from screens to screens. But if I should go and comment on somebody's profile, that is what you are going to see, right? So the headline, which is this part, what you are going to do, if you are a software developer, senior software developer, as a career professional or a job seeker, this is going to be so different from if you're a business owner. So remember, I told you I'm going to show you the difference that nobody's telling you about. The reason why you want to put the name of your of your job title there is because when recruiters and hiring managers are looking for you, they are searching for your job title. When recruiters and hiring managers are looking for you, they're searching for your job title. So you need to put the job title there. You also should put some skills, some key skills there, what you are known for. So if you go back and look at mine, okay, if you go back and look at mine, I have two open now, sorry. If you go back and look at mine, what you are going to see is that I say LinkedIn top voice. I want everybody to know that I'm LinkedIn top blue badge top voice, even though that LinkedIn puts it there, because I put this blue diamond because I want people to know, because that is this prestigious award that LinkedIn gives to all to only 300 people out of a million. Sorry, a billion. I said a billion, a billion. So I wanted to put it there. Leadership and career coach. I get a lot of requests to keynote speaker. I get a lot of requests for workshop facilitation and outplacement services. I add that one because I do get people coming to me for outplacement services, and that's corporate. So I'm just going to get back right quickly and show you. Oh, I thought I was showing you the screen. Okay, so I wanted to show you here. So LinkedIn top voice, leadership voice, and stuff like that. So what I want to show you now is that the headline for a career professional should look something like this: senior software developer, expert in mobile application development, React Native, Flutter, AWS Amplify, Android Studio. So that is what you can do. When people are searching for you, my friends, they're searching for these keywords. If you have Android Studio, and it is a rare thing, that skill that a lot of people don't have, you've got to showcase it all over your LinkedIn profile. And I'm going to show you other places where you can put it. Why, Yvonne? Because people are searching for you. Because you're going to get jobs because they are searching for you, right? That is so, so very important, that you know that people are searching for you. Now, if you are a business founder, right, at Green Tech Innovation, so that is another headline you could put, different from mine. I help businesses reduce their carbon footprint with sustainable energy solutions. Now, I see some career professionals putting the I help statement there. Now, you can put the I help statement if you're a career professional, but remember, you only have 3 lines. And if you have enough skills there, or if you don't have enough skills and you have additional space, you can put it here. You can put the I help statement. But please do not put the I help statement instead of the most important things that you need to put when career professionals are searching for you. They're not searching for they're not searching for help, okay? They're not searching for your client. They are searching for your skills. Down here, founders and CEO, yes, you can put your I help statement there, because people might be searching for some of your skills, but it is not as important as the job seeker. Now, I decided to put my skills there because I want people to find me for that. What you can also do as a business person is you can have your I have statements, because you want business, when they find you, to know what you help with, and you can put some of your product skills here, right? So we want to move on to number 5. Number 5 is the about section. Now, on LinkedIn, in the about section, I've got to scroll down for you to see that. I am showing you my about section. And some of the things that I have in my about sections are saying, do you desire to build a career that you love? Are you seeking a promotion in 2024? Are you looking to transition from one career to the other? And I'd say who I serve. I talk about some of my products and services, advance your career promotion program, social media brand mastery, and so on and so on and so on. What I want you to know, that the about section is very, very important. Okay. The about section is very, very important. And the about section for a career professional is different. That's what I wanted to tell you. The about section for a career professional is different. So when you get into the about section, you're going to have to write it in the first person. You're going to start with a strong hook. So showcase your value proposition, articulate what you bring to the table, highlight your strengths and achievements. All this, take a screenshot. Okay. Include quantify achievements. That's for the career professional. It is different. It's similar to your resume summary for your prospecting resume, right? And I'm linking the link of how to write your resume with AI, because if you are not strong in writing your resume and you don't have the money to pay a resume writer, you should know how to write your resume, and AI will help you. So I'm putting the link there, okay? So the next slide I'm showing you is about the business. If you are a business person, the most important section of your LinkedIn profile, it's here too. But you have to showcase your expertise like I did. You're going to show the special benefits, okay, like mine. I show who I serve. I show all the financial, all the benefits, all the products that I sell, okay? The next thing is the experience section. Now, the experience section on LinkedIn, right? If you are a career professional, all right? If you are a career professional, the experience section is also very important, okay? If you are a career professional, your experience, let me get back into this. Let me stop sharing this part. Okay, let me close up this part and let us look at the experience section. Very interesting as a career professional, because if you have projects, you can add your projects. It gives you enough to add the projects. If I click the see more, I show my first experience at the founder of CEO, right? So as a career professional, you put your job titles. I was at Mindwire Systems as a senior director of the delivery, recruiting, sales, and proposals. And I put some of the things that I did there. The reason why my resume looks like yours would look like is because I kept my structure for my resume from when I was a career professional job seeker, because I only started as a career coach 4 years ago when I retired in professional staffing. I was a recruiter, professional staff, senior director, 15 years in the business. So I have seen both sides of the business. And that is the reason why it's easy. It's so easy for me to tell you what to do. So remember, don't struggle, because you're going to learn to write your prospecting resume and you're going to cut the parts out. The career summary is the summary. The resume summary is the about section, and the jobs, you fill them in. Now, if you are a business person, okay, if you're a business person, let me show you something. All right. If you are a business person, I took the thing off. Let me show you something. What you need to do as a business person, let me go to the next page, is that this part is not as important as a career professional, okay? If you're a business person, the experience section, you can provide more information about the services that you provide. You can be creative, but we don't expect you to go back and look at all the jobs that you have ever done. You are a business person. You are own your own company. Those historical things, you could have been in something else, and now you start a company doing another thing. However, if you are a career professional, your experience section is very important. So you are going to make sure you complete all the details. You're going to detail your 3 to 5 positions and so showcase your accomplishments. And you're going to highlight the impact of your work with quantifiable results and engaging stories so that you can be found by recruiters and hiring managers, right? Now, the 7th thing, let me make sure I'm not missing anything. So I did the experience section. Now, number 7 is endorsements. recommendations and skills, right? This didn't show up too well, but that's fine, guys. I do everything, and you start before you're ready, right? You're not going to be perfect. So I'm just telling you, you're not going to be perfect. Don't try to be perfect. When you're doing something, just make sure you do it, okay? Have you ever heard about start before you're ready? So this is a minor thing, right? Skills and endorsements and recommendations add layers of credibility and visibility to your profile. Let me tell you something, guys, about career professionals, ambitious career professionals, about skills and endorsements. It is not as important on LinkedIn for you as a career professional as it is for the business people. Remember that when we are hiring you, we are going to check 2, 3 references. We're going to get those. If you're looking for services, you're also going to check references of the people you're working with, right? However, for the career professionals, we are going to call them. Okay. Some of the business people, they do business people and they don't call anybody, right? But for you as a career professional, I'm caring for you. You need to make sure that you optimize the areas, but the section for recommendations is not that important, because I know people who are at my office or offices that I've worked before, what they do, they go and tell their friend to go and give them a recommendation. So I do not value the recommendations on LinkedIn for career professionals. Actually, if you get 1 or 2. So when I was a career professional, I only had one from my proposal director, who I worked with. I had one from for each of my job, 3 job positions before, but one from a proposal director. I had none from anybody else in my company. I didn't need, because if I was going to look for a job, if I was going to look for a job, then they're going to check my references, right? But for business people, you need to have those references as social proof to show people that people have worked with you before. So when you work with a client, you ask the client if they will give you a recommendation. And friends, do not force people to give you recommendations, right? And you don't have to put every one of the 60 recommendations up there. I still don't believe in those. Some people just ask friends and you can know and you can look, right? So don't do that, right? Okay. So these recommendations enhance your profile algorithmic reach, right? More so, not the recommendations, the endorsements. So the endorsements too will help. Okay, if people endorse you, it doesn't have a lot of value, but it helps with the algorithm. It doesn't have a lot of value in terms of recruiters looking. But I want to talk about the skills. Now, LinkedIn allows you to have up to 50 skills, and the new change will allow you to have about 100 skills. Now, if you are a business owner, you don't need to fill out 100 skills, right? If you're a career professional and you want to optimize those 50 skills, fine, or more, the reason is that it makes you searchable, right? LinkedIn optimizes them, then it pulls you to the top of the search, right? And it is most important, though, that what you do, you add the keywords instead. Okay. So if you are a software developer with Angular JS and some AWS and some skills, make sure that you add those skills when you're filling out the 50 skills. The communication and things like that are important too, but not as important as the core skills. So make sure that you fill out those, okay? Let me see if there's something else that I want, any other secret that I have. Okay. What I want you to know, another thing which is very, very important, if you are a job seeker, we're going to talk about engagement and visibility. If you're a job seeker, you do not have to do comments. You do not have to write articles. The only time, okay, I recommend job seekers to do this is if you want to build a professional brand to show your thought leadership and your authority on the various platforms, okay? If you want to show thought leadership on the various platforms, then you do that. You do not need to comment on LinkedIn in order to get a job. I have worked with several people who have gotten many jobs and they are not on LinkedIn commenting. They are not on LinkedIn posting. However, if you are a business person, that is how you drive your business, by your thought leadership. That is the difference, okay? That is the difference with you and a career professional. So if you're a career professional, you do not need to create content for visibility. So I just want to go back a little bit to quickly tell you the difference, okay? So we dealt with the 7 sections. A professional photo makes a difference, but it just have to be a clean background. The banner, all right? The professional photo, clean background. It doesn't have to be taken a $200 photo. The banner is very important because it makes you stand out, and you can create one with free Canva. Custom URL is important because you don't want, when you put it on your resume, it has that long, those words and so on. It's better for you to customize that. Your headline is important. You have 220 characters, make them count. The about section, 2,600 characters. You can write as much as you want. More, very important for the business owner, for the job seeker. It's your career summary. For your prospecting resume, you're going to put there. Your life is easier, I'm telling you. Experience section, 2,000 characters for each experience. Utilize it, because people are searching for you. Make sure the keywords and all that are there. The skills and endorsements and recommendations, skills and the endorsements and the recommendations, not as important as the skills for job seekers. Endorsements, people just endorse people on there, but the recommendations are very important for the business owner. Okay, so just remember that. And I'm thanking you today for tuning in, guys. I'm thanking you today for tuning in. Watch my video on how to get jobs using LinkedIn. Subscribe for more insights on career development and professional branding. Yvonne Robinson Jackson here, tuning out. And I would like you to like and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you in the next video.